Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Amy Poehler drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Our top story tonight, investigators now say the couple responsible for the killing spree in San Bernardino were radicalized long before that attack 1 week ago, and possibly even before they met. New information coming as authorities continue to look at who else might have been involved and how the terror plot might have been funded. NBC's Jay Gray has the story.
A week after the deadly attack, family members of victims and survivors gathered together today at the Inland Regional Center as investigators continued their work inside. Law enforcement sources tell NBC News their indication Syed Farouk was discussing an attack on a California target.
We have several down in the conference room.
3 years before agents say he and his wife, Tashfeen Malik, killed 14 and wounded 21 inside the Inland Regional Center. That timeline indicating they were radicalized before they even met.
As early as the end of 2013, they were talking to each other about jihad and martyrdom before they became engaged and then married and lived together in the United States.
Investigators continue to pour through documents and other evidence found inside their home and now say the couple had been practicing at shooting ranges and likely plotting their attack for more than a year.
We're also working very hard to understand whether there was anybody else involved with assisting them, with supporting them, with equipping them.
That part of the investigation now focused on a number of people witnesses saw entering Farouk's garage in the months just prior to the attack. Jay Gray, NBC News, San Bernardino. Counterterrorism.
In international news this evening, a new development in the Paris attacks today. NBC's Chapman Bell reporting on the identity of the third assailant in the attacks at the Bataclan in Paris.
The third attacker in the Bataclan attacks has been identified as 23-year-old Frenchman Fouad Mohamed Agad. A spokesperson from the Paris prosecutor's office confirming his identity to NBC News. He's from the city of Strasbourg, traveling to Syria back in 2013. Now, this morning, the French Prime Minister told news outlets there that the attacker was part of a group of a dozen radicalized young people who left a neighborhood in Strasbourg in September of 2013. Mohamed Agad was able to travel back to France and take part in that attack at the Bataclan concert hall, where the worst of the carnage took place in those November terror attacks in Paris, where 130 people lost their lives. His father, Saeed Mohamed Agad, told French TV channel BFM that he was surprised by the news. He thought his son was still in Syria, and had he known his son would have carried out this attack, he would have killed him himself before the attacks. Now, Fouad Mohamed Agad was identified by French authorities by matching DNA with family members after his mother received a text message from Syria telling her that her son had died as a martyr in the Paris attacks. The mother reported this text to French police, and they were able to ID him with her help. One thing to point out, so far all the identified attackers have been French or Belgium, native French speakers that had become radicalized before these attacks. So the question around Europe that remains and will keep fears heightened would be just how many people across Europe have been radicalized, and are they planning further attacks, these so-called homegrown terrorists? Chapman Bell, NBC News, London.
Meantime, back here at home, hot off the heels of his $4.8 billion budget address, South Dakota Governor Dennis Daugaard stopping in Rapid City today. The Rapid City Chamber of Commerce Governmental Affairs Committee hosting their annual Governor's Luncheon, giving the governor the opportunity to offer more details on his budget proposal. The governor proposing an ambitious budget, paying particular attention to his plans for the expansion of Medicaid.
Today we've talked about an opportunity to rearrange the way Medicaid supports and Indian Health Services support care to Native Americans in a way that would relieve the state of some of that cost, and then we could use those dollars to cover the cost of Medicaid expansion, not just this year or next year, but as far out as fiscal year 2021.
Daugaard's plan means that an expanded Medicaid could help support the health care needs of close to 55,000 South Dakotans. South Dakota has a budget proposal geared in part toward helping college students. Governor Dugard proposing his $4.8 billion budget yesterday afternoon in Pierre. If lawmakers approve a freeze included in the budget plan, students pursuing a degree in South Dakota may not see tuition hikes during the next school year. Dugard's plan would use one-time spending to pay off debt to help the state's public universities and technical schools keep tuition contained. Mike Rush, Executive Director and CEO of the State Board of Regents, says that the freeze would help students pay for school and reduce the amount of money that they have to borrow or pay out of pocket. Rush says that the plan signals South Dakota is committed to higher education accessibility. U.S. Senator John Thune doing his part for education in the state as well. The senator attaching 2 amendments to that same education bill in order to help tackle the high rate of teen suicide on South Dakota's Native American reservations. Thune's amendments would require the Secretary of Education coordinate with other federal agencies to report on efforts to address youth suicide and expand the use of funds to include preventative efforts against youth suicide and other school violence. Today, Senator Thune went into detail on what the amendments mean for South Dakota.
It also included a couple of amendments that I had attached to it when it passed through the Senate that deal with the suicide crisis that we're seeing on our Indian reservations. One amendment would require federal agencies to coordinate better to work in a more constructive way, collaborative way, when it comes to combating teen suicide. And the other one expands a program that is designed to provide funds to help deal with issues just like this. It's called the Project Serve Fund, which is Emergency Response to Violence Fund, and it's something that we have broadened the definition to allow preventive type activities, things that are designed to prevent teen suicide, for being eligible for funding.
Schools on the Pine Ridge Reservation have received grant funding in the past, but this amendment would allow all grantees more flexibility in creating their own prevention programs. South Dakota's congressional delegation speaking up for South Dakota's military. They are urging the U.S. Air Force to base its newest fighter, the F-35, in Sioux Falls. U.S. Senators John Thune and Mike Rounds and U.S. Representative Kristi Noem sending a letter to Secretary of the Air Force in an effort to select Joe Foss Field as the new home of the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. Next year, the Air Force is expected to announce its basing decision. Noem highlighting the fact that South Dakota's military is known for upholding a standard of excellence.
Joe Foss Field and the airmen and squadron there has been recognized nationally for doing their job with excellence. We have the airspace there, the facility, the runways to accommodate the F-35s, and we wanted to remind the Air Force that it would be a wonderful place to consider bedding down these bombers when they come into the country and are ready to be activated. That's quite a few years off, but I think it's important that we're all unified and speaking on behalf of that happening and pointing out the excellence with which South Dakota's Air Guard does their job every single day.
After the first 2 basing decisions in 2016, Air National Guard units in additional states would also receive the F-35. Currently, there are more than 25 National Guard fighter bases in the United States. Well, the name may be changing, but representatives say that the service will remain the same. Black Hills Power announcing today it will soon operate under the name Black Hills Energy instead. Despite the name change, they say they are continuing to honor the company's deep roots. They've been in the Black Hills since 1883. Company leaders say there will be no organizational changes. Customers should see the new Black Hills Energy logo appearing on their utility bills, building signs, their website, company vehicles, and employee uniforms starting in the first part of next year, with an expected completion date by mid-2016. Another South Dakotan making headlines this week by putting his knowledge to the test. Brandon Hashke, originally from Sioux Falls, making an appearance on the Jeopardy game show airing this Friday. Hashke is not the only South Dakotan scheduled to appear on the show. Augustana University student Hannah Norum is also slated to appear on the show's college championship tournament coming up in February. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And as we see the middle of the week, this continues a trend that's been dictated largely by findings and results inside the crude oil market. Crude down again today, and that sends more energy tremors and financial sector tremors into the numbers. The Dow losing 76 points, 17,492. NASDAQ Composite down 75 to 5,023. S&P down 16 to 2048. And gold dropping $4.80 to $1,071.70 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us to undoubtedly to take credit for what was just an absolutely glorious day.
My goodness.
Job well done, Bob.
Yeah, we're just a couple degrees shy of the record high temperature today. It was incredible. We had some clouds overhead, but so what? Very mild temperatures. Tomorrow's not so bad. It's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, but still not too terribly bad. But first, we got a few little showers out there we need to work through the Black Hills. There you see them over northwestern South Dakota, Hardin County, Butte County, down in the Lawrence County. You folks in the northern hills probably feeling a few little raindrops coming out of those clouds as well. And maybe even in Rapid City. Don't be surprised if a few little sprinkles move through Rapid City. They're going to be moving through rather quickly. We do expect everything to dry out tomorrow. And as I said, temperature's still on the mild side tomorrow.
Yeah, just really warm today.
Oh, my
goodness.
Beautiful
day. We got more details coming up with Bob in his full forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break right here on News Center 1 at 10.
This is News Center 1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
This holiday, Ford, America's best-selling brand, is giving you more. It's the Ford Holiday Sales Event, featuring 0% financing for 60 months on the Built Ford Tough 2015 F-150 and Super Duty. That's big savings on the best-selling trucks for 38 years straight. Legendary toughness. It's the best gift ever. Now during the Ford Holiday Sales Event, get 0 for 60 or up to $10,021 total savings plus no payments for 90 days on Built Ford Tough trucks. Only at your local Ford stores.
Dear future, life is good. No, great. I'm like a man, only better. But even though I know everything, I still feel like you could surprise me. Like that skateboard incident with the squirrel. But life is sweet now. Hey, what could go wrong? It's you and me all the way, future. Let's get going.
You've got priorities, things that need to be taken care of, and things to pay attention to. It's not easy, but you're making it work. At First Interstate Bank, we know the drill, and just as others are relying on you, you can rely on us to help keep you doing what you do best. Your world's a busy one, full of all kinds of financial choices. You've got people depending on you to make those decisions, and then make breakfast. Financial success on the go? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
See your world from a whole new perspective with the Chroma Camera Drone. It comes with everything you need, including a stabilized HD camera and rechargeable battery that delivers up to 30 minutes of flying time. Exclusive Safe Plus technology makes it easy to fly, too. You'll look like a pro the first time you take the controls. Discover how amazing life looks from a higher altitude. Check out the Chroma at your local retailer today.
715 Main Street, downtown Rapid City.
The service department at Herschutz is the finest I've ever dealt with.
The best service I have ever experienced from any dealer.
We found your company is friendlier and easier to deal with than others we visited.
Above and beyond service.
I like the people, I like the service, and I would come back in a heartbeat.
It's true. The best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hers Roots of Sturgis, I-90 and exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
The Rapid City Rush hockey team is not just known for their skills on the ice, but also for their dedication to our community. Many Rush players spend their spare time giving back, especially during these holiday seasons. Some of the Rush players' volunteer work includes delivering toys to children in need, signing autographs, reading books to students at local schools, along with helping out the other charitable fundraisers.
The children at the local elementary schools for Reading Week, and we do Dr. Seuss books, and sometimes they get a little rowdy and we don't end up finishing the book, but that's probably the most fun to see the young kids smile.
The Rush players say that they plan to continue to keep this holiday tradition alive and continue putting smiles on the faces of children and families right here in the Black Hills. Organizations across the Black Hills are asking for your help this holiday season. The Sturgis Optimists are inviting the public to help them collect toys for the Toys for Tots program. Toys collected going to more than 300 needy children in the Sturgis community. There are several locations throughout Sturgis where you can drop your toy donation. Cash donations also being taken to Sturgis Chiropractic. Donations are being accepted until this Friday. Toy distribution taking place on December 16th and 17th. An Iraq resident is now a multi-millionaire after winning over $6 million in the Oregon lottery. Wanda Moore has the story.
The winning ticket was sold here at Binky's in Bend back in August, and since then, everyone has been waiting to hear who cracked that jackpot, and the answer took everyone by complete surprise.
We sell a lot of Megabucks tickets. They come in with handfuls of them.
One of those tickets would crack the jackpot. Someone walked in and got lucky. A winning ticket worth $6.4 million.
Doesn't happen very often, so it was exciting for us to have it be sold here.
What happened next is even more unusual. Whoever walked out of Binky's in Bend with a winning ticket didn't keep it. Instead, the ticket would go to an Iraqi citizen who lives in Iraq.
I was surprised.
This is absolutely unprecedented for the Oregon Lottery.
How is that even possible? The Iraqi citizen, whose identity will not be revealed from the Oregon Lottery, bought his ticket through the website thelotter.com. The website sent a person in Bend to buy the ticket for him.
We just took a good deal of time, consulting with U.S. Attorney General, the Oregon Attorney General, and trying to make sure that everything was indeed legal.
Judy Belputis and her son had hoped they had the winning ticket.
So that was a disappointment.
But selling the ticket might be the next best thing. Her deli got a 1% bonus worth a whopping $64,000.
We're glad to have it. It's a real small business we run here.
And the Iraqi winner is believed to be the first person from outside the United States ever to hit on the Oregon Megabucks jackpot. Well, today, as we've noted, was especially sunny and warm. We certainly hit the jackpot. Definitely not typical for December here in the Black Hills, but will those temperatures hold out? Meteorologist Bob Riggio brings us the answer in his full forecast coming up after the break.
Many people injured in a car accident are unfamiliar with the medical treatment available and how to pay for medical bills. At Moore Faust Injury Law Group, we will help you obtain the medical care needed and seek payment of your medical bills and other monies you deserve. Get more.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The redesigned Accord with multi-angle rearview camera standard. Hurry into the Happy Honda Days sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
'Twas the night before Christmas for old St. Nick. He'd run out of presents and needed some quick. Where could he get them all in one stop? I'll head down to Shields to play and to shop. He grabbed his cart and checked off his list, making sure there was nothing he'd missed. Flying around, he grabbed all in sight, knowing it had to be delivered that night. He'd gotten a gift for every girl and boy. Gift happiness, feel joy. Merry Christmas from Shields.
I love a gourmet cheeseburger as much as anybody, and that's why we created the Pub Burger at Culver's.
My favorite cheeseburger starts with great beef. When you get that burger in your hand and the juices are flowing, you want to devour it.
Chef, we're going to make a pepper grinder Pub Burger.
I'm stoked, man.
We got a little Wisconsin Swiss and Wisconsin cheddar.
Those are the criteria for me. Fresh beef, bacon, Wisconsin cheese.
The 4 peppercorn mayo really sets this burger apart.
This is an ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
Our new pepper grinder Pub Burger. Welcome to Delicious.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
1 in 13 drivers in South Dakota have no insurance. If you're injured by one, the law requires your own company to pay that injury claim, not merely medical bills. Call Moore Faust Injury Law Group. Don't let your own company sell you short. Get more.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, let me start with the radar once again. We can see some little light rain in Harding County, Butte County, down in Lawrence County. Even up in the higher elevations, a few little flurries. Nothing heavy in this, but there's don't be surprised to get a few little sprinkles here in Rapid City later on tonight. 69, oh my goodness gracious, 69, folks. Here's the record, 70, so we're just a degree shy of tying the record high temperature. That was set in 1957. 31 was our low temperature, 14 is normal, and no moisture, but I'm going to hold out for a few more hours. Maybe we'll get a few little sprinkles out there. 53 currently outside. We do have clear skies. This is the airport, all right, and winds are out of the northwest at 20. All right, the winds are going to pick up throughout the evening tonight, so we could see wind gusts up to 35, 40 miles an hour. Up here in Spearfish, I thought maybe have a little bit of rain up there. We don't yet. There's just some clouds at the present time. 46 is the current temperature there, and the winds are out of the west-northwest at 22, so still a little bit breezy even up in the northern hills. High temperatures, well, 52 Chicago, 65 Billings, down in Texas, 71. That's only a few degrees warmer than what we had this afternoon. Dallas, 71, 78, a little further south in San Antonio. 73 Phoenix, Sacramento, 60 degrees. Here's the satellite radar. Heavy rains, well, not heavy rains, but moderate rains, widespread rains moving across North Dakota. That's associated with this low pressure area, and as that low moves on through the Black Hills tonight, that's going to increase our winds, and it's going to drag some of those showers across down into the foothills and eventually out in the prairies to the east. Further to the west, we have finally not much in the way of rain over the Pacific Northwest, but they're still dealing with mudslides and flooding conditions. I have some video I'd like to show you. Here you go. This is along the Oregon coast. You can see what those folks are dealing with. Fairly dry today, but a lot of water still on the ground. Unfortunately, tomorrow, more rain is on the way for as I said, the west, the Oregon coast as well as the Washington coast as well. All right, let's come on back. Here's our future satellite radar. There's the rain. You can see it moving on in, associated with another one of those low pressure areas, and another one. This is kind of a train effect. This one will be moving through tonight. That's going to give us the winds, clearing out tomorrow, and then another one will be coming through on Friday, and that could trigger some flurry activity up in the Black Hills. Certainly it's going to bring the winds in. This front here will cool us down a little bit tomorrow from what we had today. Really won't take much, will it? 69 today. So we'll see high temperatures in around 50 degrees tomorrow. And then this one, as it comes through on Friday, it's going to cool us down even more. So we are expecting somewhat of a cooling trend over the next 3 days, right on into the weekend. Here you go. This is Friday. There's this other storm system coming on through, and it's going to bring the winds and possibility of a few little snow flurries, and then some cooler temperatures on Friday. So the high temperature trend on the downward swing. Closer look at all this. Here we go. Future satellite radar. This is tomorrow, 2 p.m. Plenty of sunshine. We'll have some clouds tonight and the winds, but the winds will be dying down tomorrow afternoon because that low is moving further to the east. And whoop, here comes another one on Friday. So when that one comes in, again, cooler temperatures than what we expect tomorrow. And this low is going to bring us the winds, but and then some flurries, but they won't be here very long. They'll be moving through rather quickly as well. High temperatures today. Yeah, here we go. 59 Faith, 64 Phillips, 63 Buffalo. Looks like Rapid City had the warmest temperature here in South Dakota. And then those the eastern part of the state, they just can't buy some warmer temperatures, can they? And then we'll cool it down a little bit on Thursday, as you can see here. And then as we go into Friday, let's cool it down even some more. So definitely over the next few days, we are expecting to see some cooler temperatures. All right, here's the forecast for the Black Hills for tomorrow. A little cooler than today, but not bad. We'll have some clouds in the morning. It should be clearing out. The wind should be dying down a little bit. Still breezy during the afternoon hours, but not as strong as what we expect tonight. 47 Spearfish, 43 Custer, 53 Pine Ridge, Hill City, 45, 48 Belfouche, 50 in Sturgis. The forecast for tonight, 35, mostly cloudy, breezy, and then we've already seen the rain, the light rain on the radar. It's not much. Winds will be picking up out of the northwest, 20, 30 gusts, 40. And then tomorrow, as that low travels further off to the east, those winds are going to be dying down a little bit northwesterly, 15 to 25. Possibly a gust, at least during the morning hours, of 35, but those winds will continue to lay down during the afternoon hours. 51, not bad. Partly sunny and mild. We'll just say another mild day in store for us. And then tomorrow night, 30, mostly cloudy. That next storm system coming in is going to bring the clouds, a little bit of light snow, but it'll be moving through rather quickly, and those winds will be picking up again out of the southeast and then switching around to the northwest. 42 on Friday, 36 on Saturday, cooler temperatures, then we'll warm it up a little bit Sunday, 42, and then a possibility of some light snow once again Monday and Tuesday. ClipperDeals.com, let's see what we got here. Yeah, get a $20 Boston's gift card for just $10. It's a 50% savings. And if you like, Boston's menu, pizza, snack foods, head on over to Boston. You can save 50%.
Good stuff.
$10.
Good stuff over there.
Yep.
Thank you, Bob, and we'll be back after the break.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 9th.
Brighten up your home with Westinghouse. Choose from a 4-pack of general-purpose LED bulbs, an outdoor flood LED bulb, or a 2-pack of dimmable flood LED bulbs. Your choice, just $7.99 each. This 16-foot LED tape light has 16 preset color options to add the perfect color accent to your home. Right now, it's just $19.99. Plus, give the perfect gift every time with Menards gift cards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
If the ones you love the great outdoors, there's only one place to go this season. The Cabela's Christmas Sale. Get 40% off Herder's Camo insulated hunting apparel, $90 off a Cajun Injector glass door electric smoker, and up to $80 off Vortex Diamondback binos. Plus, don't miss Saturday 8 a.m. doorbusters, where the first 250 in line will receive a free giveaway. And if you can't find it in store, we'll ship it right to your door, free.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The redesigned Honda Accord, complete with a new look, improved fuel efficiency, and Pandora compatibility standard. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event, where you can get a great deal on the Accord, the most durable, longest-lasting car in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 9th.
Some very furry babies were born recently at Cornell University in New York. Those babies have the potential to help prevent future disease in dogs. NBC's Erica Edwards explains.
Behold the world's first litter of puppies born through in vitro fertilization. Cornell University's Dr. Alexander Travis beams like a proud father when recalling the day the 7 pups were born 5 months ago.
Very nerve-wracking until you heard those first cries and saw them wriggling around, and then it was really great.
It was a moment scientists had been trying to get to for 40 years. That's because, without getting too heavy into the science behind the birds and bees of dogs, reproduction is much more complicated in canines than it is in other mammals.
Yes, I like you too.
So why do we care about the world's first litter of IVF puppies? Besides the fact that they're just so cute, the technology opens the door to ways of preventing hereditary diseases like cancer in certain breeds.
In vitro fertilization itself can't help prevent disease, but what it does is it gives us a way to generate embryos, and then we can use new technologies to hopefully go in and fix certain genes that cause those diseases.
Instead of treating genetic diseases in dogs, these doctors someday may be able to prevent them. But first, the basics.
Sit. Sit.
Erica Edwards, NBC News.
The IVF technology developed at Cornell also has implications for endangered species. Scientists can freeze and store semen and eggs of rare canine breeds and then reintroduce that genetic material back into the gene pool. And we'll be right back with a look at your forecast right here.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
This holiday, Ford, America's best-selling brand, is giving you more. The Ford Holiday Sales Event with 0% financing for 60 months on 2015 F-150 and Focus and 2016 Fusion and Escape. Plus $1,000 holiday bonus cash on 2015 Focus and 2016 Fusion and Escape. It's the best gift ever. Now during the Ford Holiday Sales Event, get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 cash back and no payments for 90 days. Only at your local Ford stores.
With dual enrollment at WDT, you earn college and high school credit at the same time. And right now, dual enrollment classes are offered at a free or reduced rate and come with free books.
Dual enrollment is a good option for high school students. I'm enrolled in 2 schools and I work full-time and I still have a social life.
Save time and money. Choose from over 350 classes, including transferable generals. Log on to wdt.edu to learn more. Get started today. Visit wdt.edu.
Prep for the holidays at our 'Tis the Season sales event. Select suits are $199.99. Select sweaters are $49.99. Ties are buy one, get two free. Non-iron dress shirts are 3 for $99.99. Plus buy one, get one free on more. Celebrate the holidays with Men's Warehouse.
At Sealy's, we know great first impressions, hard work, and confidence make the man. Success doesn't come easy, but fashion and style can. For more than half a century, fashion-conscious men have depended on Sealy's exceptional quality and affordable value, providing the luxury of personalized service, attention to detail, and modern tailoring. Every man deserves to own the room. Sealy quality, Sealy value. Wear it with confidence.
So 69 degrees today.
69 today, right.
Everywhere you look today, all kinds of people getting out and making use of that good weather.
I saw a lot of motorcycles out today. A lot of motorcycles. Even though there is some gravel, you had to head up into the hills. I know a lot of the, Needles Highway, they're closed for the winter. Yeah. But they're still out and about.
Well, as a motorcycle owner, there's some mechanical soundness to getting the bike out during the winter.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing out the pipes and making sure that
I know.
you give it some exercise.
But you got to be careful. Even though there's no snow on the roads, they put some gravel out there, and whew, you don't want to mess with that if you're on a motorcycle. Believe me.
Absolutely.
What do you think of the top 4 of the football teams? Who do you got? I know who you want. I want Michigan State, right?
I'm a Big Ten homer, so I want Michigan State. I think a good point can be made that the Big Ten is the best conference in the country. Both the way things played out last year.
Iowa, I think, is number 5.
And even the way until somebody beats
Ohio State,
Michigan State, we saw what Ohio State did last year. Michigan State beat Ohio State this year. I'm thinking it's Michigan State's to lose. Now I could be completely wrong about that, but
I love the Big Ten.
That's why
I'd like to see them do it, but I think Oklahoma's going to surprise a lot of people.
We're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we sure are.
Have a great night.
These machines can make, freeze, and ship 70,000 biscuits an hour. Our machine can only make 50 an hour. The made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuit, 2 for only $3.50, now at Hardee's.
For gifts you won't find anywhere else, take a lesson from the world's most experienced gift giver. Shop Prairie Edge.
It's the season to save at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer during the December holiday event. Get bonus cash, 2 years maintenance, and our meet or beat guarantee. Get cash back for up to 20% off the MSRP and additional discounts over $10,000 on select GMC Sierras. And get 15% off the MSRP on new Buick. Don't miss the best offer of the year, up to 20% off your new ride at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
54? Over here! Here's your Call of Duty Ultimate Care package.
Nice package.
The Ultimate Care Package. A Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger and chance to win Black Ops 3 prizes. At Hardee's.